Welcome back. I'm James the Blurred, your spot for all things Monster Hunter Wilds. Today, we're breaking down the weapon changes, buffs, and nerfs coming at launch. The second beta gave us a lot of insight into weapon performance, but the final release will have even bigger changes based on the player feedback. They decided they wanted to listen to you and me and do something about it. Some weapons are getting huge updates while others are receiving small tweaks to keep things balanced. So let's get into it. The goal of these changes isn't to nerf weapons, but rather to make sure that every weapon is a viable and playable option. The developers want to eliminate the tier system that the community often falls into, where certain weapons dominate while others are overlooked. Instead of simply lowering the power of strong weapons, they are bringing weaker weapons up to par to ensure that all weapons feel fun and rewarding to use. Historically, weapons like Hunting Horn, Lance, and Gun Lance have been among the least used weapons in the Monster Hunter franchise. These weapons often had higher skill ceilings, required precise positioning, or had additional mechanics that made them harder to master compared to straightforward choices like longsword or bow. The changes coming to Monster Hunter Wilds aims to make these historically underused weapons more accessible and enjoyable, ensuring they stand as competitive options to all players. The second beta showed that some weapons were way stronger than others, but don't worry, every weapon is getting balanced before launch, while others will be completely reworked based on beta feedback. This means that weapons that felt weak or clunky will now be smoother and more enjoyable to use, while stronger weapons may be adjusted to ensure fairness and balance across the board. There are 4 really big overhauls. Developers have confirmed that Insect Glaive, Switch Axe, Sword and Shield, and Lance are getting the biggest update. These weapons either had mechanical issues or were underperforming compared to the others. The goal is to ensure that every weapon feels strong, smooth, and fun to play. While some of these weapons were struggling in the beta, the changes coming in the final release should make them more viable and enjoyable to you and I. For Insect Glaive, aerial play was improved. Vaulting Dance is back. One of the biggest complaints in the beta was how clunky aerial combat felt. Now aerial attacks will increase in power the longer you stay airborne, rewarding players who fully commit to the aerial playstyle. Extracting buffs have also been reworked, making ground attacks more viable when needed. Additionally, Kinsect stamina and extract durations have been improved, making Kinsect's management less restrictive and more fluid. Switch Axe is stronger and smoother. Switch Axe players found sword mode slow and clunky in the beta, making it hard to chain attack smoothly. To fix this, Axe mode now charges more efficiently, and sword mode has been buffed to feel more fluid and powerful. A key improvement is the full release slash, which now has better hitboxes and hyper armor, so it connects more consistently. Counters have also been adjusted, reducing chip damage and making perfect counters feel more rewarding. Additionally, file charge management has been reworked, making energy flow smoother for longer fights. Sword and Shield got a huge update where it's more fluid and has a lot more mobility. Players have reported in the beta that Sword and Shield felt too stiff and sluggish, so the devs have reintroduced Rising Slash while guarding. This brings back a crucial defensive attack option, making the weapon more versatile. Attack responsiveness has also been improved. Normal attacks and combo transitions now feel smoother, letting players flow between moves more naturally. Evasion moves like Bat Step and Sliding Swipe now cover more distance, making the weapon even more mobile and flexible in battle. For my Lance mains out there, classic counter playstyle has returned. Your Iron Wall playstyle is back. While the beta introduced new moveset options, it also took away one of the classic counter heavy gameplays that define the Lance. To fix this, the new charge counter move has been added, allowing players to counter while guarding, making defensive playstyle even more rewarding. Power Guard has also been buffed, letting players reach high charge levels faster when blocking powerful attacks. Additionally, mobility enhancements have been added, making it easier to reposition without sacrificing defense. So off the bat, great sword players, you got good news. The True Charge Slash felt weak in the beta, which means the weapon feels less satisfying. It's supposed to be big hits and large damage. The developers have increased the damage, bringing back that powerful monster smashing impact we all loved. Additionally, the hit stop mechanics have been adjusted, making sure every impact from the great sword feels weighty and rewarding. Expect the great sword to return to its rightful place as a powerhouse of a weapon. Hunting Horn has received some adjustments and the buff system is being tweaked. Hunting Horn was way too strong as a support weapon in the beta. I also want to point out that they called it a support weapon. Don't come at me in the comments. Players could buff themselves, switch weapons, and still keep the effects. To fix this, self buffs are now stronger, while buff for teammates are slightly weaker. This means if you main Hunting Horn, you're going to feel even stronger. But if you're using it just for support, it won't be as effective. Additionally, the melody stacking system has been adjusted to encourage more strategic play, rewarding players who are actively engaged in a fight rather than just spamming buffs. So all my homies out there that like to sit in the back and just spam the buffs, they said, hey man, that's not acceptable anymore. You need to be actively engaged in the fight. So the bow got a power shift for balance. Bow was not only one of the strongest weapons in the beta, but also had the fastest kill time and speed runs against Arc Veil by a huge margin. The combination of tracer arrows and focus mode allowed bow players to burst down monsters at an incredible rate. So this is a prime example of them not just nerfing a weapon, but balancing it out. Instead of just nerfing it, the developers have buffed normal and arc shots to distribute damage more evenly across the bow's kit. Focus mode targeting is now slower, making it a bit more skill-based rather than an instant multi-lock system. Additionally, stamina consumption has been reworked, meaning that position and timing your shots will be more crucial than before. This ensures that bow remains strong but not overpowered, giving other weapons a chance to compete for faster kill times as well. So there you have it. Those are all of the weapon changes and tweaks. There's still a lot of small changes we don't know about. For example, will Charge Blade get buffs to make Super Amped Elemental Discharge stronger? My favorite weapon, Longsword, hasn't really been talked about. Will there be final adjustments? We don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. Other weapons such as Gun Lance and Dual Blade have also received undisclosed tweaks, which could further shake up weapon viability. Again, the goal is not to create a tier system, but to make every weapon a viable option. Keep your eyes open for final weapon updates as we get closer to launch. So let me know what you think of these changes. Are you happy with the buffs and nerfs, or are you expecting something different? Let me know in the comments below. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that bell for Monster Hunter Wilds updates and live streams. I'll see you in the next one. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.